Wisconsin. It's time for some Big Ten wrestling. Conference season is here, and we
there, but looking to prove themselves one more time.
And right away, we are underway at the 197 weight class. Wyatt Ingam for the Badgers, ranked number 28 in the nation, against Alex Smith, the true freshman from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, and right off the whistle, Ingam here on a shot, looking to finish.
Wisconsin ranked number 18 in the nation, come in at 9-1 overall. An early takedown for Ingam. And for Northwestern, it's been a great start to their season, 3-1. Obviously haven't participated and has made duels as the Badgers, different scheduling philosophies, but started out their conference season 1-0 against Maryland. Got themselves a 27-11 win and had a bit of a fun scheduling quirk between these two squads, didn't we, Sean?
Yeah, both teams actually picked up their first conference win in the Big Ten against Maryland. Very similar scores. The Badgers won, I believe, 28-13, and Northwestern won 27-12. So very similar scores, both teams beating Maryland to open up conference.
And of course, Wisconsin ranked 18th in the nation, but between the two schedules that we have, we've seen some similar results between them. Of course, Maryland, the differential identical. And they also played Lock Haven. Wisconsin won 24-11. And Northwestern 19-13. So similar opponents, similar results. I guess the best way to find out what team is better, Sean, is to have them go at it, as we're seeing right here on the mat.
Yeah, got some scrambling action here. Ingam finishes on top. Covers those hips.
Ingam, the redshirt freshman from Amory, Wisconsin, 9-3 on the year. Alex Smith, 6-7.
Wyatt Ingam looking for an arm bar here. Now looking for a cross wrist. Digging out Alex Smith's left arm, and he's got an arm bar. He's got plenty of time to work it here. He's got Alex Smith on his back. Ingam looking for the fall, and he gets it.
Wyatt Ingam wasting no time, a pin less than 2 minutes in. Wisconsin, 6 early points to their name.
Yeah, once Ingam got that far wrist locked up.
And Gabe Christenson comes in at 9-5 on the year. This will be a fun opportunity for him. Earned a win last time out against Oscar Williams from Maryland. He was just tossing Williams around. So Christenson, a guy, got some strength to his name. If he gets your mitts on you, he can do some serious damage. But it's going to be an uphill battle against Braxton Amos.
No doubt about that.
You talked about that Iowa meet, Sean. Wisconsin, although they lost, they were feeling pretty pleased. They took 4 of 10 in that meet. It just seems like such a script flip from last year. The Badgers really had some struggles.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Winning every match against Iowa is going to be a hard-fought one. And picking up 4 against that Iowa squad that's got a whole lot of top 10 ranked wrestlers is no joke.
And Amos lost to Ben Keeter in sudden victory. They were tied at 1-1, but Keeter got the single leg, pulled Amos back to the center, and they got back on his feet, chopped down Amos for what was a really hard-fought win, but a low scoring 4-1 the final. But Amos, we know that he can get aggressive when he needs to. Plenty of bonus points, opportunities to his name this season.
Looking for a front headlock here is Amos. He's got that chin nice and deep. Looking for a snap down now. Christenson just trying to stay in good position. Amos looking for that far ankle.
Amos at 11-3 on the year. And after that loss, he bounced back in a major way, earned a fall against Oscar Williams of Maryland. Earned it in just 2 minutes and 17 seconds, Sean.
Yeah, impressive stuff. First period pins, nothing quite like that to get the crowd fired up.
One minute left in period number 1, and it's just so fun, Sean, when we get similar opponents between these teams. You can really compare the way that these two go about against similar opponents, and both took down Oscar Williams from Maryland. But of course, this would undoubtedly be a big upset for Christenson, the grad student.
Oh, Christenson looking for a head toss. Amos shucks it by to get the first takedown of the match.
A terrific counter for Braxton Amos, an early lead.
Yeah, you don't want to go upper body with Braxton Amos. Very proficient in Greco-Roman, doing some stuff over the summer there. Just really good upper body wrestler.
And Sean, you'd have to say that Amos is a guy where, although he can absolutely rack up points when he needs to, he's also comfortable being patient as well.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You know, you look at Braxton Amos and you think about all those bonus points he scores in these dual meets, but he's a great man on top, too.
Seems like he's thinking about a ride out here with 10 seconds left in the first period. And Christenson seems content to award it to him. And already 46 seconds of ride time for Amos after being on his feet for most of it. Let's look at Chris Bono in his 8th year at the helm for the Badgers. And Wisconsin, they struggled last season to say the least, but Bono has taken full responsibility for it. He said, I have to do a better job across the board with getting my guys ready. And he put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season, Sean, and raising the expectations, saying this year would be different. And turns out he was not lying. This 9-1 start for the Badgers, it has been tremendous.
Yeah, nothing short of exceptional. Quite the turnaround from the last season, you know. Nothing you'd like to see, but no, it's fantastic turnaround here for the Badgers. Looking to closing on their 10th dual win tonight.
Stalling called on Christenson. Just not much he can do right now with Amos fully in control. Already up to 83 seconds of ride time.
Amos looking for another hammerlock here. Transitioning into a cradle and looking to settle on an armbar. Christenson doing a good job of just moving around on bottom, not giving Amos a lot of opportunities.
And another stalling called on Christenson. That's a point for Braxton Amos.
Braxton Amos just continues to rack up that riding time, almost up to 2 minutes now. Now looking to dig out a 2-on-1. Just keep pushing in forward. A lot of pressure.
Sean, what do you do in this spot if you're Christenson with 2 stalls already to your name?
Well, he's doing it right now. He's just slowly working up, getting your hips under you and working from there. Can't look too far into standing up, but first you got to fight off whatever Braxton Amos is bringing.
20 seconds left in period number 2. Braxton Amos started on top and seems like he's looking to end on top. Another point to his name, another stall call on Christenson.
Yeah, Amos doing a good job of applying pressure on top, not making it easy for Christenson to build up his base here and look to escape.
Well, Christenson went for the escape with a few seconds left, but a full 2-minute ride out for Braxton Amos. Getting some instructions on where to start from his head coach.
Yeah, and Amos wisely choosing down. You could see he wanted to go top for a second, but Bono quickly disregarded that idea.
It was fun watching Amos against Oscar Williams. He was collecting near fall points, just casually looking over to the side, but Christenson looked like he might have had something there for a split second. He had a single leg, but now cuts bait.
Amos back onto his feet, looking to score some more points here.
But to that point, Amos against Oscar Williams, it was just this great scenery. He had Williams on his stomach. He was on top just trying to get the pin. He just looked over at his coach and took a second to receive some instructions, and he was able to earn a pin there, and now he's already slated to earn a major decision against Christenson as he gets another takedown.
Yeah, and quickly cutting him too. 9-1. Amos already back in on a shot, looking to finish off to a single leg. Body lock. That's a 3-point takedown.
Wisconsin already leading 6-0. Wyatt Ingam earned a pin against the true freshman Alex Smith. And you got to think Braxton Amos has tech fall on his mind right now, Sean.
Absolutely. Just a couple more takedowns to close out this match. And he's got 50 seconds to do it. Christenson looking to just hang on here.
Remember, already 3 stall calls on Christenson. Another takedown for Amos. Just needs one more to earn the tech fall. Ride time more than secured.
Yeah, Amos just looking for a little bit of an opportunity to get some back points. Just looking for one more cut. If he can get that last takedown.
He's got 22 seconds to get it. Braxton Amos, a takedown away from a tech fall. Gabe Christenson hanging on best he can.
It's got short time here for Braxton Amos.
Amos with time for one more attack, but
just doesn't have him in him today.
A major decision for Braxton Amos, moves to 12-3 on the year. At 10-0 over the Wildcats, as we will turn over to the 125 weight class. Nicolas Rivera, Dedrick Navaro, and Sean, this really is the marquee event.
Absolutely, yeah. You look at these lighter weights for Wisconsin, they've got some of their best talent down at these lighter weights at 125 and 133, but after Wisconsin built up this early lead, you know, you're looking, it might get a little bit, might get worse for Northwestern before it gets better.
This is such a fun juxtaposition of styles. Preston Sanchez, terrific at defense, won 5-2 against Preston Sanchez. Multiple blood time stops in that one as well. So just a whole lot of physicality. But for Nicolas Rivera, so wiry, so comfortable in any position, comes in at 12-1 on the year.
Yeah, Nicolas already in on a leg.
Rivera got control of that right leg. Hence why no takedown, but Navaro in position to score.
Navaro doing a good job holding that near side ankle. Just create as much pressure on Rivera's grip. As soon as that grip breaks, Navaro should be able to circle behind and collect his takedown.
Navaro 11-8 on the year, redshirt sophomore from Nampa, Idaho. And we are back to work.
Fresh start here. Rivera's already got a wrist. Rivera, outside sweep. Navaro looking to whizzer. Rivera doing a good job shucking that right by, and both wrestlers in a scramble position. Rivera looking to come out the back door. If Rivera can get that crab ride, he's got a takedown, but Navaro doing a good job of just scooting around and creating action.
Both wrestlers had opportunities, but Nicolas Rivera gets the first takedown. What a sequence there, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite things to watch is scrambling and wrestling, and it's almost an art form. Lost with some of the heavier guys, but as you see in collegiate, it never gets old to watch.
Just must have such terrific instincts to succeed at this level and at this weight class in particular.
Yeah, as you said, Vince, very, very wiry wrestling, very scrambly.
Nicolas Rivera from Stoughton, Wisconsin. A few miles south of here, about a 15-minute drive.
Navaro looking for a little bit of wrist control before attempting a stand-up. He's got 50 seconds to do it. Rivera coming back behind.
Well, rideouts have been a theme so far, particularly with Braxton Amos, that win against Gabe Christenson we just saw. Navaro, 35 seconds to get that escape.
Rivera doing a good job covering those hips and getting that nice deep claw ride. Looking to pull Navaro into his lap for a claw ride. Excuse me, for a crab ride.
The old crab versus claw, Sean. We've all been there.
Yeah, very similar positions, just where you throw your hips.
Well, a ride out successful for Nicolas Rivera. He'll take a 3-0 lead into the second period.
Yeah, Rivera already getting that minute of riding time. Could be crucial later in the match.
1:03 to be exact for the hometown kid.
Rivera will defer. Navaro will choose neutral. Rivera attempting a little misdirection single leg. Navaro in on his own double. Transitions to a single, looking to transition again to a double. Hooks those ankles. Very close to a takedown for Navaro. And he gets it. Right into a
Sure enough,
stand.
we are tied. Terrific response from Dedrick Navaro.
Navaro looking to chip away at some of Rivera's riding time.
Sure enough, Sean, now under a minute for Rivera. Rivera just the one loss on the year, lost to Bridger Ricks from Lock Haven. We were there for that one. That was just a stunner. But overall, Rivera, he's got all the physical tools needed to be an All-American, but when conference season arrives, as we said, you got guys like Dedrick Navaro going at you every single week. The difficulty level has been turned up to extreme.
Yeah, Bridger Ricks is from Utah Valley, but...
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries. Rivera looking to create some action here. Looking for a scramble roll to a sit-out, and he gets his... gets his reversal to a single leg. Both wrestlers will settle on an escape.
So Rivera's ride out to end the first period bears fruit.
30 seconds remaining in the second period. Both wrestlers wrestling from one knee here, back to their feet. Rivera with good wrist control, just not seeming to let Navaro's wrist go. Navaro in on a leg. Rivera looking to just close out the period.
Ooh, some last-second scrapping, but no points for either side.
A little bit of fireworks there, Vince.
What a period for Dedrick Navaro, though, Sean.
Smart decision. Gives him a little bit of time to work a takedown, take the lead.
Yeah, so where that three-point takedown math comes into fruition.
Rivera almost caught flat-footed by Dedrick Navaro. Rivera looking for that overhook. Navaro slips out.
Dedrick Navaro, so terrific at defense. He's going to have to get on offense here to pull off the upset.
Yeah, and he's deep in on that shot here. Rivera gives up the takedown. Navaro takes the lead.
Navaro, a second takedown.
Oh, looking for more here. He's got the Turk.
And Rivera now under a minute to earn that escape, but it will not be easy.
No, Navaro's got that Turk, and it doesn't look particularly comfortable for Nicolas Rivera. He's got Rivera's far arm, and he just needs to keep punching his toe. Brief scare for Rivera. Navaro's got 30 seconds to stay on top here.
Can Navaro pull off the upset?
And a stalling against Rivera. Rivera looking for a scramble roll. Does he get it? Navaro doing a fantastic job staying on top here. 10 seconds left to close out the match. Does Rivera have it in him?
No answers for Nicolas Rivera to close out period 3, and what a job by Dedrick Navaro. He'll be taking on Zan Fugitt, the All-American, an incredible run at Nationals last season. Entered as the 14 seed, I believe, and of course, Sean, if you get in that tournament, you've got a chance to make some magic happen, and Fugitt has carried over this season 11-2 on the year.
Yeah, ranked number 13. 133 is a very, very deep weight class this year. A lot of good things coming out of Penn State. Got a wrestler out of Iowa, Drake Ayala, who Fugitt upset last Friday against Iowa.
Spidle comes in at 11-4. Weren't sure if we were going to see him or Luis Bazan, but Spidle wants to smoke. He wanted the All-American.
Spidle looking for an angle there. And on the legs is Spidle. Looking to, just needs to secure a mat return, and he'll have the takedown.
Spidle, the early lead.
Fugitt looking to create an angle for an escape here. Spidle doing a good job staying behind, covering those hips. Fugitt up to his feet now. An escape for Zan Fugitt.
Spidle went 151 in 7 in high school at Flint. Went to Powers Catholic High School. Also had a 3.96 GPA.
Impressive stuff.
It's more than double yours, I'd assume.
Almost. I'd say a little bit over 1.5. Those crayons aren't going to eat themselves, Vince.
Spidle also a 2019 USA Wrestling Folk Style National Champion. And Fugitt, he really pulled off quite the upset against Iowa, didn't he, Sean?
Yeah, Drake Ayala has not looked the same as he had the past couple of years, you know. 2 back-to-back national runner-ups, and he's losing quick ones early.
What a scramble by Spidle. It felt like Fugitt was destined for a takedown. But instead, still more work to do.
Spidle getting lucky there, doing a good job holding that ankle, just waiting for that stalemate, or in that case, potentially dangerous. 40 seconds left in the first period.
And Fugitt defeated Ayala in Iowa in overtime. Fugitt was down 4-5 with under 10 seconds left, but an escape plus a stall call gave him the lead, and a last-second takedown made it 9-5.
Fugitt, as the kids are saying, has that dog in him. You know, made it known last year in his national title run, but
did someone pay you to sneak that in?
I would prefer not to comment on that, Vince.
10 seconds left in period 1. Fugitt unable to get a takeover to respond to Spidle, or takedown, pardon. And Spidle will take his lead to the second period.
Match getting a little chippy early here. Fugitt looking a little frustrated, a little more than he'd like. Northwestern will defer to Wisconsin, and Fugitt will choose bottom. Fugitt already up to his feet, looking to fight hands, gets his escape. Now a 1-point match. Spidle only 30 seconds of riding time.
Last season, Northwestern went 4-7 on the year, 2-6 in conference. They got this 1-0 start to the season. And Sean, if they want to go 2-0, you got to say this is a real big upset they would love to have, especially after falling in that 10-0 hole. But Fugitt wants a takedown, wants more. Got him! Out of nowhere, the All-American proves he's Wildcats sending out one of their best at the 141 weight class. Billy Deckraker, the freshman from Warrenton, Virginia, comes in at 9-4. It's a battle of youth here, Sean. Carson Exford, a redshirt freshman, 5-8 on the year.
Billy Deckraker, early in on the legs. Looking to hook Exford's ankles to collect his takedown. Exford looking to create hip action here. Could potentially look for a roll, could hip over. But Deckraker closing in on the takedown.
Deckraker recorded 2 takedowns in the first period. What an escape by Exford, I guess.
Not quite
Not a traditional escape, but it seemed like he was in a precarious spot there,
I
Sean.
would argue more of a prevention, you know, keeping 3 points off the board. 2 total, but. Oh, Exford back to his feet, doing a good job, looking to re-attack here.
Deckraker won 9-3 against Ryan Kennedy last time out. As I mentioned, 2 takedowns in the first period.
Exford looking for hand control here. Now he's got a collar tie. Deckraker attempting a shot. Now looking to close in on that single leg. Exford looking for ankles. Deckraker looking really deep on that single leg. Looking to turn the corner. Exford looking for a scramble. Deckraker looking for a little bit of a sit out here. Trying to create an ankle. Exford keeping a hold of that far ankle, looking to do a pass by. Potentially dangerous. 45 seconds left. These two wrestlers return to their feet.
I'll tell you what, Sean, for 0-0, we've seen a ton of action so far in this one.
A lot of shots and a lot of very stingy defense here from both wrestlers.
Defense was on full display for Northwestern against Maryland. They did not allow a takedown until midway through the 4th round.
Impressive. Yeah. Now Deckraker looking to flip the script here, as already in on his 3rd shot of the match. Exford looking for another far ankle, looking to stay alive here. Short time, needs to survive for 10 seconds.
First period comes to a close, and Sean, no ride time for either party.
Yeah, no points scored there, 1 stalling call. But after all that action, still 0-0. Deckraker choosing bottom there. Deckraker quickly to his feet. Exford doing a good job riding. Now he's got 2 boots in. Looking to chop out his base. Deckraker looking comfortable right there, and Exford gives up that other stall call, and that's a point for Deckraker. Exford looking a little precarious there with that leg guard. He's got it a little too high. Deckraker can make something happen here on bottom. Exford doing a good job of just flattening out Deckraker. And that's a stalling against Deckraker.
3rd called stall of the round. 2 on Exford, 1 on Deckraker. And now ride time up over a minute for Exford, who throws Deckraker out of bounds.
Yeah, Deckraker looks a little bit tired. That was a lot of work just to get off of bottom. You know, fighting against legs is no joke, and that'll take a lot of energy from you. Deckraker once again up to his feet. Looking to sit that corner. Exford nearly put Deckraker to his back. That was dangerous.
That Badger bench, just for a split second, everybody on their feet. But another strong scramble from Billy Deckraker.
Yeah, it looks like the wave a little bit there, Vince. Everybody up, everybody back down. Exford looking for a claw and a thigh pry. Keep accumulating that riding time. He's got the leg in. Exford looking for something. Deckraker up to his feet, and that's an escape. Taking a quick, I wouldn't say quick as much, inefficient 2-point lead.
No, it's not how, it's how many. And Billy Deckraker. 2-0 lead as we head to period number 3, but 1:44 of ride time for Carson Exford, something to keep an eye on. And no surprise, Exford starting down.
Yeah, Bono's philosophy is very choosing down dependent, I would argue. Very, very for choosing bottom. You know, a lot of coaches are getting that quick, easy point for an escape and then working on their feet. Deckraker looking for that claw ride. Exford with a quick escape. Plenty of time left here to work. Takedown wins it for Exford.
It seems like with Exford, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, but having 2 stalls already on him, it makes holding that ride time, can't be quite as passive you think he'd want to be.
No, luckily I wouldn't say luckily, but in this situation, Exford is losing, so he automatically needs to be on the pursuit of a takedown. So I wouldn't argue that these stall calls are, you know, affecting him, because he already needs to be aggressive to get that takedown to win the match. You know, with that riding time, it's going to be tied at 2-2, but Deckraker back in on the legs, and he gets the 3-point takedown.
Deckraker, the first takedown of the round. And now Exford's ride time will count down.
Carson Exford can win the match here if he gets an escape, which he does.
Deckraker went for the mat return, but Exford breaks away. Needs a takedown to tie it.
Exford looking for the takedown, and if he can get that takedown and stay on top for the remainder of the period with that extra point of riding time, he'll get the win. Deckraker doing a good job of staying defensive. He has a couple stall calls to spare. "20 seconds left here in the third period. Badger crowd getting loud for the end of this match here. Exford looking to create action.
10 seconds left in period 3. Stall call on Northwestern.
Exford emptying the tank, but coming up short against Deckraker here.
Great job from Dilly Deckraker. Moves to 10-4 on the season. Holds off Carson Exford. Odd to respond. August Hibler will be representing the Wildcats. 6-5 on the year. Redshirt freshman. And talk about a age gap here at the college level. Joseph Zargo, the redshirt senior, 10-2 on the year. Ranked number 16. We got a battle of Jersey kids here, Sean.
Yeah, a lot of people argue Jersey is the best state for wrestling. Although tonight it might be Wisconsin.
Zargo from South River, New Jersey. Hibler from Edgewater, New Jersey. And Zargo is first year back after returning from hip surgery, and he has just been so terrific. A guy who Coach Chris Bono said is going to be a leader on this team whether he wants to or not. And although he might be a guy who goes about his business, he's a guy who leads by example is a dictionary definition.
Hibler with an aggressive snap down there.
Zargo beat number 7 Ryder Block in sudden victory in Iowa, but did lose 6-11 versus Maryland against Carter Young, and something we haven't seen a lot from Zargo happen against Young. We know he's a guy who likes to throw a lot of attacks, but by the end, it seemed like Zargo was a little gassed against Young. Be interesting to see if he makes an adjustment, but I think so far for Zargo, if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's been a great season for him.
Absolutely. A lot of bonus points victories for Zargo. Looking to continue that streak today.
Hibler, one of the many talented young wrestlers for Northwestern, redshirt freshman.
Hibler looking to fight against Zargo's ankle, against his ankle shot.
And Zargo pounced on top, still no takedown.
Hibler doing a good job squaring up. Now in on his own shot. Zargo in trouble. Zargo looking to fight that grip, get his hips away and circle around the back. Looks like he's on his way to a 3-point takedown.
He can unpeel that left leg. It'll be 3 points, but Hibler does his job.
A good defense there by Hibler. First in on a deep re-attack, and then Zargo gets his legs back and does a very good job of adding a lot of weight to that grip, but obviously not enough weight. Zargo doing a good job of controlling his ties. You can hear Northwestern's coaching corner telling Hibler to get his own motion, get his own attacks. Zargo looking to get that first takedown of the match here, looking to circle that corner, and he gets it.
And this time Zargo able to unstick that left leg, and takedown gives him a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and he's looking for that Turk a little bit. Looking to get that ankle all the way through, and he gets it. We just got to do some work with that crossface.
And Sean, we know Zargo is a guy who, for the Badgers, has been a bonus point machine this season.
Absolutely, but as we approach the end of the first period, it's not looking like he's going to get any.
Well, Zargo earns the ride out. Collects 33 seconds of ride time as well. This season, bonus percentage 75%.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Hibler going on bottom. Caution against Zargo. A little aggressive on that cover there, Vince. Hibler quick to a quad pod. Zargo adding pressure to the front. Looking to mat return. Big lift here for Zargo. Hibler quickly back to his feet. Zargo doing a good job wrestling out of bounds, getting a fresh start in the middle. Hibler getting set here on bottom. 12 seconds into the second period. Hibler looking for that wrist there. Fighting those hands, looking for an opportunity to get an escape.
Hibler did not wrestle against Maryland. Wildcats set out Sam Cartella, the redshirt sophomore, was 11-4, but Hibler got himself a big-time opportunity against one of the nation's best.
Yeah, already in on a shot here. Zargo looking very comfortable with that whizzer. Staying on his feet, getting his leg back. He's got that deep overhook. Zargo looking for his own sweep single. Both wrestlers back to their feet. 1 minute left here in the second period. Zargo doing a good job throwing by that shoulder and picking off that ankle. Looking to shelf it and collect his takedown. Comes around the back, gets his 3 points.
Zargo does it again, his second takedown of the match. And up over a minute of ride time as well.
Looks like he's got a half there. Looking comfortable. Hibler back up to his feet. 20 seconds here left in the second. Zargo looking for a quick return. Looking to finish a double. Hibler doing a good job with a little scramble roll back to his feet, and that's an escape for Hibler. 6-2, 10 seconds left here in the second period.
Zargo earned the right out to end the first period. No such luck here in the second as Hibler earns the escape. But Joseph Zargo, still a 4-point lead heading into period number 3.
Zargo choosing bottom. Zargo with a minute and a half of riding time, 1 minute 33 seconds. Zargo looking for an opportunity. Hibler looking for a lot of pressure here on top. Zargo up to his feet. Quick escape there for Zargo. 7-2. Zargo quickly in on a high crotch. Hibler looking to sit the corner, get his legs back, chase that ankle. Zargo attempts to hook that ankle and he gets it.
Another takedown for Zargo. He leads by 8. Ride time, of course, close to 90 seconds. So he's in line for the major decision, but Sean, we know there's a guy who likes to get greedy. It is absolutely Joseph Zargo.
Yeah, Zargo just so calculated with his shots. Every time he gets deep to the legs, he finishes very quickly. I don't disagree with Bono cutting Hibler there against some potentially a tech fall. Zargo almost to a high crotch.
Well, Zargo would need 3 takedowns to get it. Near fall would do the job as well.
Hibler with some very good snap downs. Looking for that outside step, chasing that far ankle, doesn't get it. Zargo staying alive. Little stoppage here for referee stoppage, looking to fix Zargo's headgear. Zargo looking for that fireman's carry, switches off to a single. Hibler got that far ankle. Zargo looking to elevate that angle. Hibler will spin around for the takedown.
Great takedown by August Hibler.
Decisive takedown. That's going to cut away team point there. From a major decision to a minor decision.
And Chris Bono made the decision for Zargo to cut. Seemed like the right call, but a great response from August Hibler to cut into that deficit. That said, Joseph Zargo moves to
14 points, but only with 5 minutes of riding time, scoring 14 points in a little bit under a minute. It's no doubt one of the greatest feats I've seen. Meckler looking for a front head here. Both wrestlers still fighting for wrist control and position. Back to their feet they go. See, stalemate was called.
This Badger coaching staff has been pleased with the improvement from Meckler, one of many talented wrestlers who have really turned it around this year, part of Wisconsin's 9-1 start to the season. Went 11-17 last season, Sean, but again, when you're wrestling at the Big Ten level, you're going to get a lot of great experience against some of the nation's best, and it's clear that he took advantage of that.
Definitely a learning curve once you start wrestling here, but the longer time spent in the Big Ten wrestling, the better you're going to get, and that's just facts.
Redshirt senior, spent 2 seasons wrestling at Oklahoma State.
Look for the high crotch is Meckler. Quick finish is Meckler. Not quite. Gunnar Myers passes that ankle.
Redshirt freshman Myers doing a good job holding his own. And yeah, Sean, this place felt like it was ready to pop as Meckler neared that takedown. There's still nothing to it.
I mean, I thought Meckler had that takedown, but Myers doing a very nice job being quick about it, just passing by that ankle, getting under there, preventing Meckler from scoring. Little high crotch attempt there by Gunnar Myers. Another high crotch here from Meckler. Stop short. And a fireman's here from Gunnar Myers. Looking for the takedown, gets it. Looking for more near fall. Meckler bellies out. Myers all ready to a claw ride. Meckler sits out, clearing those hands, up to his feet. Meckler gets his escape.
Great sequence for Gunnar Myers. It seemed like for a split second there, Sean, he might have had something more than a takedown.
Yeah, that fireman's carry is lethal. I've been in that position one time or two, and you just...
Or 20?
I would say 20, yeah. That might have been my bread and butter almost 1,000 years ago. But, no, you throw that right by, and you can, as long as you hold on to that arm, you can get some cheap and easy back points. But Meckler doing a good job holding on there, not giving him anything.
I thought you meant you were on the receiving end of that move, Sean.
No, not quite. Once or twice, but... All right, Vince, I'd agree with you anytime but the fireman's. That was my sweetie, the fireman's carry. Meckler looking to wrestle out of bounds here. Hold good position for the end of the period.
First period comes to a close. Gunnar Myers, a successful first 3 minutes, got a takedown. Wisconsin leading 19-6 in the meet overall.
Gunnar Myers doing a good job staying behind as Meckler works to his feet, and Meckler gets the escape. Myers quickly hit on a shot, and Meckler's got one of his own. He's got that near side ankle. Looking to hop out the back door, elevate that leg. Myers doing a good job hipping in and applying pressure with that whizzer. As Meckler elevates that leg to his feet, shelves it. Myers looking for a last-ditch attempt for a roll through. And Myers to his own leg now.
What a job by Gunnar Myers. Again, it felt like Meckler had an easy takedown, but again, Myers able to scramble away.
Yeah, just when we thought Meckler was, when Myers was dead to rights, he pulls one of those little pass-bys out, but nothing this time. Meckler gets the first takedown of the match.
He fought for it, and he got it. Meckler the response. Myers had a takedown as well, but Meckler with a pair of escapes. And now ride time will shift over to Meckler's end.
Meckler looking comfortable here. Looking to work on that left arm of Gunnar Myers as he breaks him down to his belly. Meckler looking for some back points here on a tilt.
He's getting swipes.
One swipe. 2 back points for Luke Meckler to close out this second period. Does he have one more in him within these last 10 seconds of the second period?
Meckler with 6 straight points in the second.
Meckler just adding on to that riding time. Yeah, very methodical, digging out that tilt. Meckler with a quick roll through, adding a lot of pressure. Just digging out that elbow. Little roll through there, some back exposure. Gunnar Myers looking for a quad pod to a short sit. Back to his base. Meckler doing a good job staying behind, getting that deep claw. Meckler's got that inside leg elevated.
Ride time over a minute for Luke Meckler.
Myers to a short sit once again. Meckler returns him to his belly.
Gunnar Myers got the first takedown, but Meckler's response has been decisive.
Meckler looking to make something happen here at that 2-on-1. Could we see another roll through tilt? Stalling against Gunnar Myers. Myers back to his base, up to his feet now. Meckler returns him. 1 minute left here in the third period. Meckler looking to dig in some boots here. He's got 2 swipes, 3 swipes, and he got his 4 near fall. Referee holding 4 back points.
Ride time secured for Meckler.
Holding 4. And Meckler will collect his 4-point near fall.
And he is in line for a major decision as it stands.
Meckler.
11 straight for the redshirt senior.
Meckler looking for a little bit more. 20 seconds left in the third period. Meckler still on top here.
And give credit to Gunnar Myers, launched an ambush out the gate, found some early success, but Luke Meckler, an incredible response. Wisconsin will move to 10-1 on the season, 2-1 in conference play, but Sean, we've still got some unfinished business here on the mat.
Absolutely. Cody Gable, ranked number 26, taking on Jacob Bostonman from Ponderosa. Both wrestlers exchanging a little bit of elbow ties here. Gable attempts a shot.
And Sean, when we first got our matchup cards, we were not expected to see Gable, but for him to come out, it's obviously a treat for the Badger fans. He's just one of the many talented wrestlers Wisconsin has at their disposal.
Yeah, had a tough bout against Iowa. Quick little tech fall against Patrick Kennedy, but he's looking for a little bit of redemption here against an unranked Bostonman.
Gable 8-5 on the year from Aguanago, Wisconsin. Bostonman 8-7.
Gable doing a good job of pushing Bostonman to the edge of the mat. Looking for a shot on the edge of the mat. Quick re-attack by Bostonman. He's out of bounds, but man, that was lightning quick. Cody Gable already with a collar tie. Bostonman with a little bit of an outside. Little slide-by attempt from Jacob Bostonman. Both wrestlers just look comfortable clearing each other's setups. Gable with another attempt. Stopped short by Bostonman. Bostonman deep on a high crotch, looking to finish. Looking to cut that corner. Gable doing a good job of sitting. A lot of pressure against that leg. Just pushing on Bostonman's thighs. Creating as much space as possible. Bostonman brings that leg right back in. Gable now has that far ankle. Looking to circle, create a lot of space here. Circling towards the free leg side.
Bostonman competed at 157 last year. Posted a 4-8 record, a takedown for Gable.
Gable has that leg in, looking for the figure four. Believe he's got it. Now just keeps pushing his toes forward. It's a lot of pressure on his legs, I'll tell you that much. Gable looking for the power half now. Switches off.
Gable went 9-8 last season, went 4-2 at Big Ten championships. And a ride out will give him a 3-0 lead in the second period. Competed at championships last season.
Looks like a brief conversation with the referees here. Seems peaceful. It is Northwestern's choice. Defer to red, and Cody Gable choosing bottom.
Hey, apologies in order, Sean. Did my math wrong. Technically, if Northwestern, they got 3 pins that would give them the win in the meet.
Cody Gable looking to be the nail in the coffin here for Wisconsin. Gable applying a lot of pressure here. A lot of movement on his feet. Gable with a blast double attempt, quickly stuffed by Bostonman. Gable looking for a bundle here. Gable doing a good job once again pushing Bostonman out of bounds. That's a stall call against Bostonman. Gable once again going on the attack here. Looking for a re-attack was Gable. Couldn't quite get it. Gable looking for a shot of his own now. Both wrestlers doing a good job defending their legs and just creating space. As once we see again, Cody Gable looking for a shot. Bostonman's just scooching away. Bostonman doing a good job rotating away from the edge of the mat there. Could be dangerous if he gets pushed out one more time. Gable looking for a, it's a 3-point takedown right there. Little shuck by action for Cody Gable. 20 seconds here left in the second period. Cody Gable up 7-0 against Jacob Bostonman. Gable looking for a coffee grinder. Bostonman back up to his base. Gable with a leg in now.
Solid second period for Cody Gable, leads 7-0. Also over a minute of ride time to his name.
Now Bostonman will go down.
Bostonman, redshirt sophomore from Parker, Colorado.
Quick escape there from Bostonman. Gable looking to rattle off a quick attack there as well. Now falling victim to Bostonman's front headlock. Potentially dangerous. Ref stoppage. And they're back to the middle with 1 minute and 46 seconds left. Quick attack from Bostonman. Gable doing a nice job creating his own action, getting his own takedown. Another escape there for Bostonman. Gable once again looking to push Bostonman out of bounds. Gable looking for another takedown, but Bostonman's got that arm. Looking for a quick spin around. Gable now looking for a blast double, now switches off to a single leg. He's got a deep whizzer. Potentially dangerous here. Back to the middle.
Seemed like the Badger bench didn't like that one, Sean. What do you think there?
Not quite. You know, I agree with the ref there. It could have been bad had it progressed even further, but, you know, Badger bench just upset that, you know, points left on the board there. Gable looking to close out the last 45 seconds of this third period here. Looking to ice the duel.
In line for the major decision as it stands. Now leads by 9. Ride time would put him at 10.
Looking for that near side cradle. Doesn't quite get it. Now he cuts him out of bounds. Gable just unlimited motor. Pushing the pace of this match.
So Gable would need 2 takedowns to think about a tech fall.
Gable just continues to push the pace of this match. Another stall call against Bostonman. That's a point for Gable.
Gable leads by 14 with ride time, would give him the tech fall. That stall point, Sean. Potentially costly, but the escape from Bostonman holds it off.
Yeah, Gable smelt bug in the water. And he'll get the tech fall.
Cody Gable from Chicago, Illinois. And he has had a blistering start to his redshirt freshman campaign, Sean. 17-5 on the year. That just tells me a lot of experience.
Yeah, a lot of matches wrestled, a lot of winning done. He's very comfortable in these uncomfortable environments. That'll show here. Looking to get a win against Luke Condan of Wisconsin.
Enright earned a tech fall last time out, 19-3.
Right here, doing a good job of holding that center position, forcing Condan on the edge of the mat. Looking for a blast double from way outside. Stuffed by Condan. Condan now got his own underhook. Both wrestlers. They're very comfortable here on the edge of the mat. Both not looking to give up that stall call. Getting pushed out of bounds.
Speaking of stalling, Sean, against Maryland, there was a stall call in the second period. So Enright is relentless attacking. Worked out well for him last time out.
See if he can continue that effort against Condan. Doing a good job so far of stuffing all of Enright's attacks. Condan looking for a drag there, couldn't quite get there. Halfway through the first period. Condan got his underhook. Enright doing a good job throwing by with his own overhook, and he gets his takedown. Condan up to his feet here. Needs to be wary on the edge of the mat here. Keeping his toe in, and he pulls it out. And they will go back to the center with a little bit over a minute here in the first period. Enright doing a good job, knowing where he's at on the mat. Pulling that little toe off the circle to get a fresh start. Condan quickly back up to his feet, gets the escape.
And Sean, we talked about how Jacob Bostelman competed at 157 last year, moved up a weight class. Same for Eddie Enright, competed at 165 last year.
Could just be A little bit of weight politics, I assume. Maybe they got a couple more guys down below than they do up top, but, you know, that's all the coaching right there. It's been working out for Eddie Enright. 17-5.
Matt Storniolo in his 11th season as the head coach of the Wildcats. And it wasn't even a situation where there was a major fix needed. Enright went 7-4 last season. But just that little tinkering, and he has really showed a ton of potential. So Enright leads 3-1 as we head to period number 2.
Luke Condan gets the choice, and will go down. Got a little bit antsy there. Caution against red. Tried to jump the whistle. Ref caught it. Up to his feet this time. Condan with a quick escape. Very aggressive wrestling from Condan. Double attempt from Enright. Stuffed by Condan. Condan looking for his own attack now. Doesn't show anything. Condan now with his own underhook. Condan to an outside sweep. Excuse me, a high crotch to a outside finish. Both wrestlers seem content there. Looking for a fresh start. As Chris Bono gets a little bit active there. Out of his chair now.
This must be such a fun season for Chris Bono, Sean. 1 conference win last season already. They have 2. Just such a much improved team. You said it just feels like there's an extra energy in the air around this program.
Yeah, and Bono definitely brings that energy himself. I'd say half of the time they have that chair for a reason, but equipment could fail to bring that chair out and he'd have no idea. It's just always on the edge of the mat there coaching up his guys.
And he said he viewed this team similar to Indiana's football team, viewed them as a bit of a island of misfit toys. But there's no doubt that there's some serious talent on this Badger squad. They leaned into last season. They've came back with a renewed fervor, and now they're aiming for new heights.
And if they're anything like that Indiana football team, Indiana football's doing quite well right now. So
yeah, you're not kidding.
Definitely a compliment there. Enright looking to finish. Roll out the back door, get his own 3-point takedown. Creating a 4-point lead for Eddie Enright.
And Luke Condan got close to a takedown earlier, but Eddie Enright, his second takedown of the period.
Enright with the near ankle ride, looking to close out this second period with short time. Just stay on top. And to close out the second period. That will be an escape for Eddie Enright as Condan opts for neutral. Eddie Enright chose bottom, but Condan cut him, and quickly we have a little bit of a potentially dangerous there. Quick stoppage there by the ref. 5 seconds into the third period. Quick attack here from Condan. Enright doing a good job of just circling, knowing where he's at on the mat. Flurry attacks there from a flurry of setups there from Condan, creating some motion with his hands and his head. Ooh, good job there from Eddie Enright, shooting that low single right after a Luke Condan fake. All that good timing for nothing, though. Potentially dangerous as they return to the center of the mat. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the third. Enright already back on another shot. Condan stands him up, but 4-0 as Enright gets his third takedown of the match.
Enright in line for bonus points now. Ride time approaching a minute.
Enright got that, once again has that near ankle ride. As Condan fights for hand position. Enright edging Condan off the edge of the mat here. Looking for that far tricep. Condan working out of bounds, get that fresh start. Enright holding it as long as possible. 37 seconds left in the third period. Enright up 10-2 with a minute of riding time. Minute and 26 seconds, excuse me. Condan to his feet, fighting his hands. Enright down to a low single, looking to not give up that takedown. Excuse me, that escape.
Ride time now secured for Enright. This has got to feel great for Eddie Enright, Sean. His team, not their finest showing. They beat the Badgers 27-11 last season, now 28-6 for the Badgers. But Enright, all he can do is his job, and it seems like he's done it pretty well.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's good when your team loses a duel, you know, when you still have to wrestle your match, but there's a big weight off your shoulders to perform to a certain extent, but you know, when the match is already chalked, you can just let it fly, and that's what Enright has been doing this whole match.
Well, a reversal for Luke Condan right at the horn will mean that this will not be a major decision. But overall, Eddie Enright now 18-5 on the season, Sean.
Yeah, impressive stuff here from the redshirt freshman, especially.
Close it out. J.D. Perez, the grad student for Northwestern, 4-7 on the season. Already going at it with Caleb Denny, the redshirt senior for the Badgers.
Yeah, Denny looking to scramble here. He's got Perez's leg elevated, excuse me. Potentially dangerous. Fresh start here.
J.D. Perez, transfer from Ottawa and Leith University. Last season won the NAIA championship, finished 29-0. Three-time NAIA All-American at Ottawa. Getting his chance with the Big Ten. He's made the most of it.
Denny looking for a little sweep attack there, changing levels now. Perez almost got caught flat-footed there. Looking for a sweep of his own. Finish off to a double leg, and Perez will get the takedown to start the match. Denny up to his feet now. Quick little burst there, get his escape.
Caleb Denny, 8-2 on the season, an early hole for the redshirt senior. Went 9-8 last year.
Perez now looking for his own collar tie. Denny with the wrist control. Denny now getting his own wrist, fights that off very quickly.
Or pardon me, Denny, the true freshman from Marshfield, Wisconsin, I should say.
Perez back in on that leg. Denny looking to do a little bit of splits action as he gets that whizzer. Denny will square up, back to the side. Denny looking to just keep working on Perez's grip there. Stalemate. And they will both start back on their feet with 33 seconds left in the first. Snap down there from Caleb Denny.
And Sean, final round from the field house. Just what kind of takeaways have you seen from this meet as a whole?
Badgers love to score their bonus points, and they're on the same page with Bono. Short time here as Denny looks to get his takedown, and he gets it at the buzzer.
With no time to spare, Caleb Denny gives himself the lead.
Start the second period. Denny with the slight lead. And the match is tied back up, 4-4.
A near instantaneous escape, and we are tied.
Perez looking for a little butt drag action there. And he collects his takedown. Denny up to a quad pod, fighting those hands. And Perez will listen to his coach's corner and cut Denny. 7-5 here. 1 minute and 30 seconds left for the second period.
Perez earned his first Big Ten dual win of the season. Last time out against Seth Digsby. Major decision, 1-9-0.
Denny applying pressure to the head of Perez. Perfectly timed double leg, looking to finish. Perez doing a nice job of rolling through. And nothing there for Denny. I thought Denny was in there deep, but just really good job by Perez, you know, rolling through, creating a little bit of pressure, a little bit of separation as well. Just getting his legs back. Good job there by Perez. Denny here with his back to the edge of the mat. Now he's got an underhook, a little bit more circle now. Both wrestlers continue to hand fight with 25 left in the second. A little fake by Denny with a counter fake by Perez. Good exchange there. Last-ditch effort there by Denny to get some points at the end of the period, but unsuccessful.
Well, Denny got that takedown. The end of the first period, he launched another attack, but Perez was ready for it this time.
As Caleb Denny chooses bottom. As we start the last period of the duel. Denny quickly up to his feet. Perez looking for that lift. Doesn't quite get it, so opts to just cut Denny. It was 7 for Perez and 6 for Denny. As Denny looking to keep up that pressure, close that gap. Perez has 28 seconds of riding time. Denny with a shot. Perez looking for a reattack. Doesn't see his angle. Both wrestlers just exchanging attack upon reattack, but nothing followed through yet. Denny once again looking for that outside shot. Denny looking for another shot. Earns a stall call against Perez from his pressure.
Final minute to play here from the Fieldhouse.
Denny looking to score some points here. Denny really pushing the pace. He's got that underhook. He's looking for a shot. Looking for a drag. Now Perez is in on a shot. Perez looking to elevate. Denny's got that far ankle. Denny just trying to get his hips set. 20 seconds here left in the third period. Can Denny make something happen? Still nothing. Denny looking to grab his hips, elevate his hips. Denny elevating his hips, still has his legs stuck. No points as the time ticks away. No takedown. JD Perez will hang on for the win. Oh, I stand corrected.
Well, again, you got to expect Chris Bono to use the brick. Hasn't used it at all.